Hi Taurus, welcome to your weekly forecast. So let's get in. Just before I start, let me tell you there is lots of repetition among the signs. Looks like this Venus retrograde is really making us learning to love ourselves. So let's dig into your reading and see where we go. So first, actually, let's start to see what is on the bottom of your deck. You got Fire Tom, which means playing with the fire, exploring. Flavor of the week is like cautiously moving ahead, but sort of being playful and like flirty. Let's see, the starting point of the week is let go of control issues, allow the situation to unfold naturally. And the lovers, Taurus, do you have someone? Fess up, talk to me. Look at this, you have these two beautiful kitties like hugging each other with flowers. Like, can anything be more romantic and more like kind of bringing this moment than this? But as much as you want to love, you also want to deal with somebody from the past, and maybe the person you're dealing with is not the one, because it says let go of control issues in order to get here, but also you need to release your ex. The time has come to clear our energy. And this is not necessarily somebody you are right now involved with. This is somebody that you're holding on to that energy. And that energy can be basically released by writing things down, writing a letter to them, burning it. You don't have to send it. You can come to me and read the cards. We can get disclosure again, clear the energy, to have the energy to move ahead. And this is confirming here. You have Three of Sky. This whole energy is like piercing, like you get things coming to hunt you, like this hurt, that hurt. It could be a third party as well that is showing here. It was something that could go wrong. Look at this, how many broken things. It was just like in the end, it was like nothing that you can glue together. So what you're bringing in this week, see, you had that infamous past life relationship. You have known each other before, and that's why you're having such an issue releasing it, because you felt this passion. You felt it was meant to be. Yeah, it was meant to be, but not forever, Taurus. It was meant to be for you to learn the lesson. It's just like you're not supposed to be in the grade 2 all your life. You're supposed to learn it and move on. And look, the Empress reversed. You didn't feel nourished in that relationship, like you were hoping, well, this is it, but how come that you didn't feel nourished? It didn't come to basically being that comfort. This is like so Taurus, feeling this earthy energy, kind of like nurturing. Look at this, the mother and the kids. What can be better than the ultimate kind of like achievement, kind of coming to your fullness? But that didn't happen. That didn't bring it here. So that's what we're bringing. You did not give up on love. This is a form of love. Then you have a lovers here. You want it, and that's really important. Look at this, Empress, lovers, demon cat, the Emperor, and this. Oh my God, Taurus, this is going to be a really important week for you. Really important. You're going to be planting the seeds of something else. So your lesson. Actually, let's go there. What are you bringing here with this past life relationship that didn't feel like it's supposed to feel? Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. That so many signs got this one, and I think that's what you're doing, because some people stay in non-productive relationships just so they can stay in a relationship, which is kind of silly. See, that's that card of for a fire, of reunion, of kind of people coming together, and you're saying no, not at this time. So you actually did learn that energy in the past. So I have a feeling that you still have this little control, and maybe it's a control about losing your own ground, you're losing yourself in love. That's maybe where these control issues come from, and feeling that you might get hurt, but at the same time you know that you have to clear the energy. So homework and lesson for a week. Chemistry. Allow other people to come in. There is a strong magnetic attraction here. So again, watch out. That can be past life issue coming in. And sure it is. Look at the 7 of C. You will feel again that somebody is just like waltzing into your life, because here the kitty has all this bubbles that kind of have to shine and has some kind of impression of being the world, But the moment when you touch them and pop them, they're gone. But this way, they're all gone. They're all standing up on the floor. There are no options. So chemistry will be like you feel like you're literally drawn into something without any option, that you cannot choose. Like, just beware of that. You are supposed to let go of the control issues, but at the same time, you are supposed to kind of like have some kind of nourishment. So you have to create this balance. So trust. You see, the trust is hard for you. That's again going back to these control issues. The situation is calling for you to have faith. That's a toughie, right? It's hard to have faith, especially after you have been hurt this much, or maybe even kind of lied to, maybe even cheated, where somebody took your options away from you, where this whole happy home that you wanted, kind of it's important for you, was just in the past now. But you do have this energy of exploring, which is really good. You're not scorned. You're realizing you have to move ahead. So trust is going to take time to learn. And you see, this is a great card reversed. The demon cat is like that kitty that kind of freaks out, and the kitty that had a bad life and is feeling defensive and nobody is his friend. But right now this kitty is learning to trust, right? And this doesn't come overnight. It comes like step by step by step. And how do you trust? Is like by trusting yourself first, by trusting that you don't have to control everything, that you can release your ex, and that you don't have to stay in relationships that are not productive, by understanding that sexual attraction and chemistry that you have is important. Just ride a wave, but make sure that you don't sink, because if you sink, you're not going to get nourished, and you're going to get to the square one and have to go through the same cycle again. So where do you stand? How do you feel right now? You feel that if you meet somebody, or if you met somebody, even though you kind of still have questions about it, that you want to give your relationship a chance and work on your partnership. And this is crossed with reversed 6 of C. Now this is going to be interesting, because right now you're getting a little bit out of your, I would say, boundaries of what was acceptable for you, because the reason why this came up to how you feel, you're feeling torn, you're feeling divided. Why? Because this is a card of, look, cats in the water. It's like fish out of the sea, right? So this is unusual element, and now unusual is becoming normal. So you don't want things that are off, that are anomaly, become the new normal, and yet you want to give it a chance. So it could be that you're feeling this duality inside of you, and I like it, because when you have these two separate, almost opposing forces in you, then you can actually see things from all the sides and make a better decision. So let's see, how is your environment supporting you this week? Well, the environment wants you to free yourself. So I guess release your ex. You have a cheerleader squad over there. It's saying it is time to take back control of your life. Oh my God. Let go of control issues, but take control of your life. There are two different things. One is like not to stay in unproductive relationships, which and you are doing that. You're trusting yourself to get rid of something, and you're trusting yourself to get into something that is not necessarily the choice that you would have made previously. And also there is, again, the Emperor reversed. Lovely. So throughout the week, you're learning the lessons. And look, was it reversed? I think it was reversed. And you had the Empress reversed and Emperor reversed. So you did come from feeling not nourished, and now you're releasing control. You're learning that sometimes it's just okay to sit and see what happens. Literally, sometimes when you exert control, things happen, and then you have nobody to blame but yourself, and then it goes through your head. This goes through your head. Did I do this? Did I drop this by my actions? Did I trample on this and broke this? What have I done to cause this? And so on and on and on. It's like that self-torture going on here. You know what? Let me drop it. Let me just not try to even influence the situation. Let's see what happens. And I'll tell you what happens. Things will go up and down, but the soulmate is the person that goes up and down. Yes, and it is your soulmate. That's how you get it there. And even with soulmate, it's going to be plus and minus and good and bad parts, because that's why they're soulmate. They are like getting you to the next grade. You're learning something else. And here, again, we have this dual energy over here. Look, you have back to codependency to test you. That would be this kitty upright, which is codependency. But it's mixed with the hanging cat, floating cat, reversed. So here will be somebody stuck, imposed into thinking, imposed into wondering. Well, you know, sort of like when the teacher puts you in the corner and says, like, what did you do? Like, admit it, etc. But now you are putting yourself in a corner. You're realizing that you need some kind of like time out, but also that you can walk away from it. So this basically means that this week, because you have so many major arcanas, that you are conquering your demons. And you want to conquer your demons because you guys want to be happy. And you deserve it. Look at the second energy underneath is like seeking. That's the most romantic energy you can get, combined with lovers. Guys, mark this week down. Start writing things that are happening, what controls you're letting off, what controls you are kind of shedding. And you will see that the very decisions you make this week, or very thoughts that you're deciding upon, will be very important for you in the future. Well, I hope you enjoy your week, Taurus. Check your monthlies and check the Axis horoscopes, if horoscopes, if you didn't check them already. And dailies are every day published. So until the next time, I love you.